Hey everyone, it's Ellabellita Loves Slots. We're here outside of Hollywood Park where SoFi Stadium is located, and we're going to show you everything you need to know about coming to a Rams game at SoFi Stadium in 2023. So one thing that everyone should be aware of is if you want to park outside of SoFi Stadium, you definitely need to get your parking passes in advance. They do not sell them on the day of the game. So make sure you get your parking in advance. One way you can do that is pick it up on Ticketmaster or on StubHub. But be aware the parking is going to be pretty expensive. It's all purchased already by season ticket holders, and they're going to be reselling it. So chances are you're going to be paying more than face value, which is $70 this year for the general parking. Another thing that we would advise is to arrive early on game day. We're here at about 10:15. The game doesn't start until 1:25, but it's nice to get here when there's no traffic because then you have your choice of where to park in your section. You can go hang out in the tailgate, all kinds of fun things that you can do before the stadium even opens. And now we're gonna head over to the tailgate and check that out. So if you forgot to bring your drinks, if you don't have anything to eat, you can buy stuff here at the tailgate. You can even get shots of Patron if you want. All kinds of people hanging out, having a good time. Got their food, they got their drinks. Look at this. Oh my gosh, cooking it up. All right, Rams, ready for a win today? Oh my goodness, that smells good. A lot of the booster clubs will sell the food to you if you're interested. So people are super nice. If they're cooking up something that looks good, you can just walk up and say, hey, can I give you a contribution? And chances are they'll say yes. Really nice to be part of the Rams community out here at the tailgate with everyone enjoying themselves and having a great time. You can play beer pong. So there's just rows and rows and rows of folks out here having a good time before the game. Everybody's welcome. So the tailgate goes on and on. It's in this section here, which is the pink lot. Pink lot is where tailgating is. FYI, the pink lot is the only place that you're supposed to be tailgating, and that means drinking. However, at least at the moment, we have seen that they're very permissive about allowing drinking in other sections outside of the stadium. So on the south side of the stadium before the game, they have several food trucks that are lined up here because right now the stadium isn't open yet. It doesn't open until 11. So if you're hungry, you can get some food here at the food trucks. Haven't tried it myself, but looks pretty good. And these are right next to the purple lot on the south side of the stadium, which you see right in front of me. So this area on the south side of the stadium has a lot of different shade. There's places where you can sit, so if you buy something from the food truck or if you bring your own food, this is a nice place to just relax, enjoy your meal before heading inside once the gates open. And you can watch the planes flying into LAX. They're always coming by. You'll notice a lot of signs around SoFi Stadium that indicate the clear bag policy is in effect. What does that mean? That means that if you like to bring a bunch of stuff with you wherever you go like I do, you need to make sure that you have a clear bag and it has to fit within the stadium's policy, and not just SoFi Stadium. This is the NFL policy. This is about the largest bag that you can bring in. This is 12 by 12. This is stadium approved. You are allowed to bring in things like a factory sealed 16.9 ounce bottle of water. You're not supposed to bring in other things like food. Obviously, you cannot bring your own alcohol in. That's why they insist that you bring in the sealed bottles of water, because otherwise it could be full of vodka or gin, and they don't want that. So you can, of course, put things in your pockets. You can bring in a small clutch. It has to be kind of like a wristlet size, and that doesn't have to be clear if it's small enough. But anything else, you do need it in a clear bag. You'll see lots of people, vendors walking around the stadium when you come in. So if you've forgotten your clear bag, you can easily purchase one from one of the vendors outside before you get to the stadium. And then you can leave your larger bag in the car. Really very pleasant. This area over here, there are benches and shade. So this is a really lovely place if you bring your own food to eat before you come to the game. This is what we did all last year. We would bring sandwiches and we'd sit over here in the shade and we would enjoy our food before we went into the stadium. Nice and quiet over here. Good way to prepare yourself mentally for all of the excitement that is to come inside the stadium. I'm always really sort of amazed at what they allow to happen with street vendors just directly outside of the stadium. You can buy, all right, all of the good stuff. You can buy that right outside the stadium from the vendors, and obviously it's going to be a lot less expensive than buying it inside the stadium, but it never ceases to amaze me how they allow this commerce to happen directly outside of the stadium, but I think it's great. I'm all for it. They take Zelle, Cash App, Venmo, and get a shot of Don Julio. Buy your merchandise here, your big chain, your hats, your clear bags. So anything that you may have forgotten to bring along with you, they've got it here. So I think another really good thing for people to know is that there are porta potties all over outside the stadium in the parking lots, especially in the tailgate area. Of course, once you go inside the stadium, obviously there's restrooms. But if you're going to be outside for a while, if you come early and you're going to be enjoying food and drinks out here, it's good to know that there are at least porta potties that you can take advantage of. Of course, once you go inside the stadium, there is no re-entry, so you can't go out and expect to be allowed back in. On the south side of the stadium here, there are picnic benches as well. So this is another great choice for you if you want to bring some food and beverage to enjoy prior to heading into the stadium. I think it's really great that SoFi offers all of these outdoor spaces. For those of you who may not live in Southern California, we're extremely fortunate here because our weather is really wonderful most of the year. So right now it's at the end of November. Look at how beautiful it is. People are walking around in short sleeves. So why not enjoy your time outside SoFi Stadium before heading in for the game? All right, everyone. Let's say you don't have a car. You don't want to pay the high prices to park at the stadium. This section over here, this is at Arbor Vitae. This is where Metro buses will drop you off. Nothing happening right now in this lot, but this is where the Metro buses will go. And this is also where you'll be dropped off if you take Inglewood Park and Go. This is a program that is run by the city of Inglewood, and you park remotely in different locations like the public library and the civic center, and then there's a shuttle that runs you over. We did this program for 2 years before we got parking, and I highly recommend it. It drops you off right over here on the west side of the stadium next to the NFL building, and then just beyond the NFL building is where you can go into the stadium. The Inglewood Park and Go, and that I recommend because the parking's about $40. Round trip shuttle, which you do need to buy separately, is about $8 or $9 per person. I think SoFi does such a great job with wayfinding. It's very easy to find your way around once you get here. And I would say you really want to make sure to look at your ticket and head to the recommended entry. Once you're inside, things are a little bit different. It's not like other stadiums where you can walk around the entire stadium on every level because there are a lot of VIP areas. There's plenty of places where it's blocked off. So really the only place you can walk around the entire stadium is up on the level where they have the 400 seats. So we'll see if we can show you what we mean when we head inside. But just a reminder to head into that recommended entry. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to get to where you're going. So Mr. Ellabellita just pointed out this super helpful map that really is so easy to get around. You can scan it and you can find out more information. But just to zoom in a little bit and show you where we've been. So where we parked was the purple zone, which is right here. We walked around this way, and then we walked over here, and then this is where the public transportation is, the buses, the iPark and Go, and then this is where we are right now, outside of gate 6. So you can see where the different parking zones are. There's parking all the way around. Remember, you do need to buy that parking before you come here. It's not available for sale once you get here. If you do take rideshare and taxi, then that's located right over here. This is where the Kia Forum is. So hopefully this will help you guys with a little bit of wayfinding. The Rams also have an exceptional website. There's something called Know Before You Go, which I actually look at every time before I go to a game. It tells you really everything you need to know, who's performing, what time the gate opens, all of the things like what you're allowed to bring inside. Super helpful. So while Mr. Ellabellita was waiting for me to show you guys the area where public transportation drops off, he was speaking to a Rams ambassador, really helpful folks they have to help you with any questions outside the stadium on game day. And there is a box office here. This is the Entry 5 box office, and it's right outside of the stadium. And what he learned is that oftentimes there are tickets, same-day tickets available at the box office. And one thing he really helpfully pointed out, sure, you can get tickets on Ticketmaster or other resale sites, but there's enormous fees. So if you head over to the box office and you don't have tickets, you might just find that you can grab tickets here and on the same day of the game, and there won't be any fees. So that is a real money saver. All right, everyone, now we are going to head into our recommended entry, which is entry 8. And this is on the south side of the stadium. This is the closest to our seats. So we'll head on in and show you everything that's going on inside SoFi Stadium. Oftentimes they have giveaways when you come into the stadium, and today is the Salute to Service Day. So they're giving away these commemorative towels. A nice souvenir and a good way to salute our military heroes. Now we are going to head into American Airlines Plaza on the south side of the stadium, closest to entry 8 and 9. This is where there's a lot of fan activations that take place before the game, so always some fun stuff happening up there. Let's go check it out. Over here they have the button bar. There are several different designs you can choose from. And this is a free souvenir that you can take away from your visit to SoFi. Over here at the transformation station, you can get glammed up, get your face painted, get ready for the game, and look fabulous when you're going in. You'll notice when you get into the stadium, and even while you're walking around the stadium, there is a lot of police, sheriff, security, fire personnel. I personally really like that. On any given day, there can be more than 70,000 people here. So I think it's really important to have a very visible security and police presence. It makes me feel a lot better and safer. So now we're gonna head upstairs. Right now we're on the level where the 200 seats are. That's where our seats are located. But I want to show you guys what it's like in case you've got seats in the 400 or the 500 section. So let's head up there. All right, now we've made it up to the 400 level of the stadium. And the stadium is such an architectural marvel. It's really so beautiful. It's open in some areas. And then it's got this canopy overhead. So if it rains, hopefully it won't leak and we'll be covered. We'll see. December is when we usually start getting a lot of our rain here. So on every level, you can be sure there are food stands. Here at SoFi Stadium, they've got all kinds of options for meat eaters, for vegans, for vegetarians. It's really very nice. They've got vegan chili at this stand. This is Fairfax. They also have a veggie burger sub. We have people in my family who don't eat meat, so it's really nice to know that they're able to come to SoFi Stadium and they're able to enjoy some food here as well. I also really love that they've got prominent recycling and compost bins. You come out here and you get your condiments. They're not going to give them to you. So if you get fries and you want ketchup, you better grab that ketchup before you go back to your seat. And there's the Kia Forum in the distance. It would not be a football game unless you could get alcohol. So different places where you can pick up a beer, $5 early entry from the folks in the orange shirts right here. And then they've got bars as well where you can get mixed drinks. There's also all kinds of little stands where you can pick up water, beer, soda, chips, little snack kind of things. And then there's, furthermore, there's little merchandise stands in case you don't feel like going into one of the shops. You can easily get a hat, jersey, things like that at the merch bars. This is on the not the fourth level technically, but this is the level where the 400 seats are. More food stands. Olvera Street is Mexican style food, pretty good. I really like their barbacoa. So where we're walking right now, this is the level where the 400 seats are. And this is the level where you can walk all the way around the stadium. If your seats are in the 500 level, you have to go upstairs in order to access them. So let's go up there now and see what the view is like. So here's the view from seats in the 500 level. You're pretty close to the top here. One nice thing is that you have a bird's eye view of the stadium, but it is pretty high up and it's steep. I'm not sure if you can tell in the video, but it's like a very steep climb and I'm not even all the way up to the top. This is what it's like if you continue up. On the 400 level, they have this little bar here. And if you ever buy a standing room only ticket at SoFi, this is what it means. You stand here, you can lean on this, you can put your beer here, you can have your food here, you can lean over, and you can watch the game this way. So this is on the 400 level. This is what you would get if you got standing room only seats. I don't know if I would want to stand for the entire game, but some people really like to do that. And obviously these seats are less expensive than other seats that you would be able to purchase here. So now let's go into the 400 level seats and see what your view would be like from there. All right, now I'm sitting in section 440. And this is the second row. The kind of neat thing about the 400 level seats is that the section is pretty small. Here there's only 3 rows of seats. I see in some other sections that it's a little bit larger, but some of the rows in the 400s really only have 3 to maybe 6 rows of seats. They also have this glass, I guess, so you won't fall over. Boy, that would be a horrible drop. Some people may or may not like that glass in front of them. Again, a really lovely view no matter where you are in the stadium. So this is section 440 in the second row. One other thing you'll find at SoFi are water fountains and refillable water bottle stations. So if you bring in your one water bottle, sealed water bottle that you're allowed to bring in, and then you find yourself thirsty again, you can refill the bottle which is great because a bottle of water here will run you probably, I don't know, $6, something like that. So really nice to know that they have that option to refill a water bottle that you've brought in. Here's another view of American Airlines Plaza from above. This is the area where they have the DJ, they have football pong, they have the face painting, the button bar, all kinds of fun things going on. Beyond that, you can see there's more parking for the stadium. And now what we're gonna do is make our way down to the third level so you can see what that's like, but not before making a pit stop to see our Super Bowl championship banners, because I like to visit them every time I'm here. By the way, Ellabellita Loves Slots, we are here for every Rams home game. We are season ticket holders. So if you're interested in seeing what it's like to be here for every game, win or lose, make sure you subscribe and then you'll be notified for all of our videos. We're here at the end of November, but we will be back 3 times in December of this year. Such a beautiful sight. I wasn't able to go to that Super Bowl even though it was held here at SoFi. Gosh, I really wish I could have afforded to do that. I was here though for the NFC Championship game where the Rams beat the 49ers to head over to the Super Bowl. I always call that my Super Bowl. That was just, what a memory. What an incredible day that was. Hope to see that again sometime soon in the future. All right, so now we're back on the level where the 300 seats are. This is where the American Airlines Plaza is. When you spin around, you can see the escalators and the stairs to the 400 and the 500 seats where we just were. So this is one of the levels where you start to not be able to walk around the entire stadium. This is where the VIP seats come in, and you'll see, we'll head on over there. So this is near the end zones. There's a little fan shop here. There's more food. You can see people are starting to arrive for the game. We got here really early and now it's filling up. All right, everyone. So this is your view from the 300 levels. Here is when they start getting really careful about who they allow to go through. If you don't have tickets for this section, they're not going to let you go past. So down here where you see it says exit only, that's going to be the VIP area. And then they turn you around here so you can take the elevator or the escalator down. But this is only for clubs and suites. So as I mentioned, once you're on the third level, you're really not going to be able to walk around the entire stadium unless you have those VIP tickets. On the third level, they do have the standing room only, like I showed you on the fourth level. So you can stand there. There's a little shelf for you to lean on, a little shelf for you to put your food on. Really quickly, let's head over here. This is section 343. So if you had seats in this section, this would be your view. Now we're still on the level where the 300 seats are. I wanted to show you from above the equipment room. This is on this section or the level where the 200 seats are. We're going to be heading down there in just a moment, but it's kind of easier to see from above. The equipment room is the largest store where they have all of the Rams gear that you could possibly want, and I'm always really packed in there, so great to come early if you have some serious shopping to do. They do stay open an hour after the game ends. All right, and now we are heading downstairs from the 300 level seats to the 200 level seats. That's where our seats are. I think we're gonna grab a drink. One of my favorite frosty drinks here. And then we will make our way to our seats so we can enjoy the pre-game entertainment and of course the rest of the game. So let's say you were interested in seeing what it was like in the 100 seats in the stadium. Well, forget it. You're not going to be able to get down there unless you have VIP tickets, and they are very, very serious about checking your tickets to make sure that you're going to the right place. So So as much as I would love to take you all down to the 100 level, not able to do it because our seats are on the 200 level. And even the 200 level, if you go past where it says Corona Beach House down there, you can't go any further unless you have a certain kind of ticket. We did have seats in the VIP section for one game, and I'll put that video at the end. So if you want to see what that experience is like, we can share that with you. But today, for the rest of the game, we'll be in our seats on the 200 level. I cannot go to my seats without first getting one of these delicious frozen vodka lemonades. They have them at this stand right over here. That's right outside of the equipment room on the 200 level. It is absolutely delicious. So cheers, everyone, and let's go enjoy the game.
Ball is being reset at the 45-yard line.
Penalty, redo.
3 seconds left. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yes! Yes! Woo! All right! Yeah! Woo! So see you back at SoFi. Thanks for watching. Ellabellita Loves Slots.